dream come true. A chili dog.
That's quite a film right there, my brother.
Oh man, this is bad.
just set in. It always does when the fight begin. You never know, you won't know until it hits you. You never practice it. Blow it right again.
Dust on the CD! Did you get him?
I got him. I was in the back, motherfucker.
For you. Just for you. Just for you. The present closes in. You can't escape. No one understands.
Yo, this is Snoid for OdB, and we're standing here in Los Angeles for the Electronic Entertainment Expo. This, by the way, is the official Jeep for Tomb Raider. You know, the one, Angelina Jolie, the one with the big boobs, right? She drives it through the jungle and the mud and all that. Well, this is it. This is the actual thing. I'm almost beginning to think that this is actually more exciting than the entire fair itself, but, you know, E3 does have a lot of booth babes. And, oh yeah, I heard something about games or something. I'm not sure, but I believe that E3 is something about games. Well, let's find out, shall we?
Check this out. E3 2003. Phoenix Orion, Munson Industries, Sci-Fi Recordings. The couple with a key stuff. The key. You know what I'm saying? See, Neo had the strings. Without the strings. He had the gun. It's like the whole... Without the strings, like no strings attached to hold me up to do the whole, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Feel me, dog? E3 2003. I'm back.
Yeah, okay. That's how we gonna do. We gonna take it back and forth. Me and my nigga K Slay. All exclusive shit, baby. It's a problem now, man. For real. Double drama one time for your mind as we continue on. Brand new bad boy shit. Hey yo, Puff, where you at, dog? Come on.
I'm the definition of half man, half drugs. Ask the clubs, bad boy, that's what's up. After bucks, crush crews after us. No games, we ain't laughing much.
Alright, so what is Black and White 2? Well, Black and White 2, when you enter the game, the world is at war. There are thousands of villagers in battle, and they're actually destroying you. You play the Greek race at the beginning, and they destroy you down to a few handful of people. And that brings an emotional impact. If you're a good god, are you thinking, oh, I don't want war, I don't want all this, this is horrible, I want to build and protect and nurture my people? Or if you're an evil god, you're thinking, well, actually I want revenge, I want to build huge armies, and I want to go out and conquer and destroy and maim. Rape and pillage, well, not rape. So that is the essence of Black and White 2, and you can still be good or evil, peaceful or warring. it's up to you. Or you can be somewhere in between. Maybe you look after your own people, but then go out and conquer some others. What is probably something I think is more interesting, and in fact one of the reasons why we really wanted to rebuild the landscape technology, is the epic spells. Now the thing about Black and White 1 was, to some extent you just felt more like Mr. Big Hand than a god. You didn't feel that powerful and influential. You had a few spells, and yes, you had a huge creature, but the people weren't that significant, and you didn't feel that powerful. Now we really have pumped up the powerful spells with epic spells, and these miracles. Now, if you can imagine,
this is a bit you can film if you want.
Okay. If you imagine that I'm playing you, and you can see that I've built up this tower, and you can see that from the other side of the world, you're going to think, well, hang on a minute, what's Jonty doing here? I've got some troops on the way, and he's built this huge tower. And actually, what you can do, and I'll just cheat here and put down some enemy troops, is you can cast these epic spells anywhere, and they really can influence the battle. Now bear in mind, they take a lot of mana to charge and a lot of resources to build up. If you look here, you can see there's probably some people dancing down. I'm cheating, so it's full of mana, but you can see that what they're doing is praying for this huge epic spell. And as it charges and goes off, it can really influence the whole battle. In fact, this spell is the Siren spell. It's less destructive. Some of the other ones are earthquakes, and I don't know if any of you ever saw a game that Peter worked on years ago called Magic Carpet, where we really dynamically changed the landscape. Well, we're taking that forward. We want the ground to rip up and earthquakes to go down and swallow up hundreds of thousands of people. We want volcanoes to come out of the ground and pour lava everywhere. This woman is a bit naked actually, but actually people at the show seem to be more keen not to have a problem. But what she does is she seduces any living thing. She sends out her nymphs of love, if you like. And you can see all the warriors down here starting entranced by her beauty and her love. And the little lips going off. And she will send those down to the warriors and just make them bewitched. So they are no longer wanting war, they're wanting love. They're really sort of babies, they're seduced. And obviously this is still the one terrain, so the visuals are going to improve even more, but you get the sense of the power and influential spell casting with this epic spell. You see now these warriors being impaled by a love beam, essentially. Now, they're now going to be entranced for quite some time, and you can do what you want. Now I just tend to leave them and let them go off and go and hug trees and things for a while before they go back to the town. But Peter, what he likes to do is he builds a wall around them, and when they become available again, he just puts a couple of archers down and takes them out one by one. And just quickly, and you can record this as well, is the creature. Now, we haven't really talked about the creature much, but obviously it's an integral part of the game. It's the ultimate unit, the ultimate protector. With the AI and the creature, you used to have to follow it all the time to really interact with it, to know what punish and reward. Now we've opened it up so you can actually see inside his brain and say, this is what I'm punishing you and rewarding you for. We've got nice things like hair now. If it gets burnt off, he'll get a little bit cold, and if you leave him well and feed him well, his hair will grow a little bit crazy. That will get affected by blood and weather conditions. If I just change a few things, you can see that in the rain it all sort of comes down. You can get hit by lightning or wind and it's a bit fluffy. And we can morph it, but now the morphs are even more obvious. You can see that the evil gets really evil and the good gets really cute. And I'll just show you the line. And here's a good line. He doesn't get so cute, he gets just a bit more noble, but you can see as he gets more and more evil, he really is going to attack somebody. And that's Black and White 2, rushed incredibly quickly.
Die sind dick und stupid. Und sie kommen her und dann kann ich vielleicht sie tot machen Yeah, Americans, you are all dogs and you do not have the courage to come and fight. Because you die like the dogs that you are. Stupid. Zoom at 4:30. At 4:30 in our theater. See the Germans take on the Russians at St. Petersburg. Or have you not the courage, stupid Americans?
Yo, we're just about to go into Hall 2. This is mostly console gaming, but y'all go on in ahead and I'll just amuse myself right here. Alright, we're standing next to the booth of what was the hottest game 4 years ago and what will be the hottest game again this year. This is Half-Life 2. We're about to see a screening of it by Gabe Newell. Thank God we got an appointment. Gabe Newell, Managing Director of Valve, working on Half-Life 2. Hi, Gabe. Hi. I suppose you can tell us a lot about the story of Half-Life 2.
Well, you're Gordon Freeman again. You're on Earth this time. The game's still told through entirely within the game. There are no cutscenes or anything like that. There are a bunch of familiar characters back from the original. Barney the security guard, Dr. Kleiner, some of the other scientists, and some new friends like Alex, who's actually the daughter of two of the scientists who were originally at Black Mesa.
The characters are absolutely amazing. I mean, ragdoll physics, you've been working with Dr. Ekman for the Expressions API by Microsoft. Where will it end?
Well, I think that this is the big opportunity for people in the genres to create more believable and interesting people in the world. It's through that we get storytelling. It's through that we get significance. So I hope that we continue to see more and more development by ourselves and by other companies in this area.
Yeah. Can you tell something about the vSource engine, the engine developed especially for Half-Life 2?
Well, there are basically four main areas that we wanted to move forward with this engine. One was in the area of we wanted this thing called materials technology related to physics, so that objects in the world behave the way you'd expect them. So if you have wood, it floats on water. If you have wood and you shoot it, it's going to fragment like wood ought to. And if you pile a bunch of stuff on top of it and break it, it applies a stress to it, and things, all of that gives you a world that feels like it's a real world. Another area were the characters. We wanted realistic and believable characters, not just in how they looked, but how they emote, how they move, how they behave. Third area was graphics. We spent a lot of time making sure that we had the ability to do things like render really large spaces, really dense urban environments. We basically have the same kind of shader system that was used to create movies like Toy Story or Movies Inc. And that gives us a lot of flexibility in creating, raindrops or, alien weapon beams or whatever. And the last thing is AI. We needed, in order to have the characters be believable, we had to do a huge amount of work in AI. So one example, of that is something we call contextual AI, where the people around you, sort of your allies or your teams, will look to see what you're doing and try to support that. So if you're starting to go through a door, they'll line themselves up and position themselves sort of like a SWAT team would going through a door. If they're under too much fire, they'll ask you, hey, do something, cover me, or take out that group of, of those opponents. So, those are the kinds of things those are the four main areas that we thought were really important in this generation of Half-Life.
Great. Can you tell us something about 3 new alien species? I heard that the alien species will probably be the same ones in first Half-Life, but with 3 new ones.
I'm not sure where you got those numbers. They're actually going to be more than that. One of the ones that we're showing here at E3, the expo here in Los Angeles, that seems to really catch people's eye is the Strider. It's this 40-foot tall, 3-legged creature that, at least in our demo, is shown tearing up the city. That one's very popular. There's also something called the Alien Gunship, which sort of looks like a manatee if it were mated with a helicopter. So there's a mix of, the familiar, which everybody, all the creatures that people love from the original, but then we tried to make sure that there was lots of new stuff for people to encounter that they'd never seen before.
What I really liked about the first one is that you were able to use the alien weapons. Is that going to be in this one as well?
Yeah, not only are you going to be able to use the alien weapons, but at times your allies in the game are going to be aliens. So at one point, you actually get covered with pheromones, which are how some of the less intelligent species are controlled. So they think that you're one of their commanders, and so you're actually traveling through the game with a squad of the aliens on your side.
And maybe get alien females attracted to you then.
Excuse me?
Maybe we can get alien females to be attracted to Gordon.
I'm not sure you'd want these alien females to be attracted to you. It would be a short-lived romance.
Will Gordon be traveling to the aliens' homeworld?
This game takes place entirely on Earth, but it's an Earth that's sort of dramatically changed from the Earth of Black Mesa.
Okay. Are you going to make those head crabs jump out of the dark like in the first one? Because those scared me half to death.
There are a lot of elements that we brought forward from the original game. They're absolutely going to be head crabs. They're going to be zombies. It wouldn't be a Half-Life game without a crowbar.
Oh boy. Can I ask you a few questions about multiplayer? Will you guys be working with the people who made the Counter-Strike mod in order to make a new, better Counter-Strike based on this Half-Life version?
Well, Min, the leader of Counter-Strike, is a Valve employee now, so right now we're not really talking about what we're going to be doing with multiplayer for Half-Life 2. That's something that we want to talk about as we get closer to the release date.
And I suppose that one of the items that you'll be working on is anti-cheating, because that is basically killing the Counter-Strike community as it is now.
Yeah, we've got some new stuff to help out on the cheating side. We know it's an issue, and it's one that we're going to always be making an investment to make sure that the game online is as much fun as it ought to be.
Now, you're a game developer, but I also know that you're a gamer, right? Have you played Doom 3 yet?
Well, Doom 3 hasn't shipped yet.
I know, but have you played Doom 3 yet?
The id guys have been very good about letting us see what's going on with what they've been working on. I've mainly seen demos looking over their shoulders, so I actually don't want to play it until it's done, because I am a fan and I'd like to see the finished product. So
I'm the same way. I don't want to see anything of the product until it's done. Do you promise on your soul to make the release date this year, Christmas?
No. I promise on my soul that it's going to be a great game. Right now the release date's September 30th, and we have a lot of confidence about that. But if we need an extra couple of weeks to make the product what it ought to be, that's a lot more important to us than a specific date.
That's true. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm Chris Natsume. I'm the producer of Far Cry, which is the game you see right here.
All right, this is Rafe Coaster. He's, you are?
Ralph Koster. I'm creative director for Star Wars Galaxies.
Hi, how are you?
I'm Scott Mercer, associate game designer of Blizzard Entertainment. One of the designers that worked on Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne.
All right, this is Inigo Vigos from Eidos, working on Commandos 3. Hi, Inigo. All right, this is Warren Spector from Ion Storm, working on DSX2 Invisible War. Hi, Warren.
Hi there. So I'm Randy. I'm the project director on Thief here at Ion Storm.
All right, this is Mike Schmidt from Eidos Interactive, and he's working on Tomb Raider. What's up? How's the game going on?
Well, we're always going on about booth babes, but some of you might not know what that is. Well, meet these two girls. These are real-life, authentic E3 booth babes.
I know what you need. Got everything you need. I promise I ain't gonna hold out neither. I'm gonna give it all to you, baby. Swear to God. Bust it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want. You know I got it.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. I know what you want. You know I got it. Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want.
We've been together for a few years, shed a few tears, called each other nicknames like Sugar Plum and Pooh Bear. I'm always on the road, hardly ever home. Always busy this, busy that, can't talk on the phone. I know you aggravated, walk around frustrated, patience getting short. How longer can you tolerate it? Listen, ma, I'm just motivated. I do this for us, I'm on the grind, trying to elevate it.
Hey, yo, to really be honest, you stuck with me through my whole struggle. Can't even express through words how much the kid loves you. I'ma stand as a man, never above you. I could tell that you different from most. Like your portrait and little shit. Like the girl?
Look at his smile. I can see you smiling behind the camera. It's like way out to here.
You give it to me, I'll give it to you. As long as you want, you know I got it.
Okay, got him on tape.
Yo, this was OdB at E3 in Los Angeles, the biggest game fair in the world. It's so enormous, you need 3 lifetimes to see everything. We saw so many new games, but we'll especially remember and recommend Half-Life 2, which will be the game of the century, I promise you. Doom 3, we saw a new clip of it, absolutely awesome. Black and White 2, it'll keep us busy for many, many nights. We would especially like to thank PC Gameplay for getting us here in Los Angeles. Buy their magazine, if you live in Belgium or Holland, that is. We'll never forget Los Angeles or Hollywood, and see you guys next time. Bye.